have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. No, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my best are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my best are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated yourself, I never everything.
Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, 26 yards. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, Floyd, bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Easy. Watch the twits.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So that'll back him up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Easy. Right there, 54, right up. 54 miles.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Attack! Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Here we go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Drop deep.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Henry out of the pistol. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, exit.
Allen. It's caught. Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the 24, Mahomes. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry. 77 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Got fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Sunday.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Slay, 43, 15. Attack.
Charlie.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Watkins, the intended receiver. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Everyone, you got 4 down. Right 38, man. Here we go, team.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Push him back.
This time they stay on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 22, Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. Muscling free near the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To the air. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Motion. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the posts, go up 2 scores.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check out Henry. Kill.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now it's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.